So how'd you get Pikachu on a bus then? Your Pokemon, of course, classic.
Jace in Japan.
Welcome back to Japan, and you join us back in Shibuya, and this time we're going to the Pokemon store. Yes. Mewtwo.
Yeah, he's good.
Just like the Nintendo store, it's a well-organised big store full of everything you can think of Pokemon related. There's high-end gifts and jewellery near the entrance. The Pokemon Design Lab lets you design your own Pokemon and put them on a t-shirt.
Wax sleeve, wear a Coco.
It does seem like Pokemon is a license to create outlandish plushies and sell them to an ever-expanding fan base.
Pokemon. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, that's a vase for about 3 flowers.
What is it?
Loads of stickers, badges, transfers, keychains, of course. But back to those plushies. I love this guy. Look at him.
Comes with a blanket, so you can put him to bed.
Oh. Plimsoll.
No, you asked me the other day in the shop.
Turkey.
Togepi. And do you remember this one? Baby brother of Pikachu?
Pinchu.
Pichu. I don't know what they've done to him here. Mocha Pikachu.
Mocha Pikachu.
Did you know there are 1,025 different Pokemon? It's hard to imagine, but I think you could buy every single one in this shop.
Only 1,000.
Not too bad. Show me that one again.
Tangrowth.
What's he called?
Tangrowth.
Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Oh. There's one there that looks like an evil slipper.
Which one?
That blue one.
That's Onyx. Or,
Onyx, okay.
the evolution of Onyx.
Sleepy mushroom there, favourite. Sheep on a stick. Goofy Monroe. Mr. Tickle's uncle. Monkey Hero. Moley Gloves. Bristle.
This is Mum's least favourite Pokemon. She hates him.
What's he called, Blanky?
She calls him Dorito.
Dorito. Oh, nice.
Try and catch all your fans early with loads of baby toys, cycle helmets for little kids, baby bottle sets, crib hangers. Hang on a minute. Hey, Sega have infiltrated Nintendo stuff. Amazing. A Pikachu companion for toddlers and some very uncomfortable looking socks. I wasn't the only one looking around in disbelief. These are all hair slides, things for girls' hair. This card standee warning you about the lift is probably worth more than anything on the shelves.
Earrings or tags? I don't even know.
Oh, Pikachu got married. Is Pikachu a girl then? Pikachu must be a girl. I didn't know that. Now these are hard plastic toy versions. It's not all about plushies. Sometimes you want your Pokemon to be hard. Yeah, that is a Pokemon skateboard. Why not? These are Pokemon related cookies. Eat your Pokemon. Some camping equipment and coats and kayaks. Yes, Pokemon kayak. We checked out quickly in typical Japanese organised fashion. And we're back on the streets.
We've got Chinese food today. But we are exhausted because we have been shopping like crazy.
Now you can't leave the Shibuya area without checking out one of the most famous tourist attractions in the whole of Tokyo. And apparently this is the best place in the world to check it out.
We are in Starbucks and we are about to watch the legendary Shibuya crossing. Now this is an intersection. It looks bigger on TV, but it is a crossing where lots of people cross the road. Yeah, it's a big highlight of Japan. Let's check out. We're waiting for the lights to change green and move the camera around. There's a guy dancing down here. He's ready. Very exciting. Here we go. Here we go. We move. Every direction.
It doesn't feel that busy when you're actually crossing.
No. And there we have it. A lot of people crossing the road.
I know what you're thinking. If you've seen other Japanese programs, you're thinking they always show this crossing. This is like the most amazing thing to watch. Yeah, it's just a crossing though, isn't it? They call it the Shibuya Scramble because you're scrambling all in different directions. It just looks messy, doesn't it? It looks a bit messy. I don't know. It is a strange thing to be famous for. But then, you know, Trafalgar Square doesn't have pigeons anymore, but people still go there. Of course, we couldn't just look at the crossing from outside a coffee shop window. We had to try it for ourselves. As you can see, the whole area is incredibly busy. And very beautiful thanks to all those lights. Now there's a real culpable feeling of anticipation, waiting for the lights to turn green, watching the cars, getting ready, the race is about to begin, and we're away! Yes, this is it, live road crossing in action. And of course, one of the great benefits of doing this is absolutely free, no charge incurred whatsoever. You can do this all day, day and night. We're not really sticking to the zebra crossing here, a bit all over the place, like everyone else is. Look, it's just a free-for-all. That's why it's a scramble. And here we are, back on the pavement, outside the Starbucks that we viewed it from. Fantastic road crossing there. Now, despite how late it was, we still didn't go home to bed. We had another look around Shibuya at night, soaking in the sights and the sounds and the smells of amazing foods on a little walkabout. Before we ended up in Mega Don Quixote. Yes, it's a 24-hour shop. It's an even bigger version of the shop we visited in Shinjuku. There's a Hello Kitty or Tommy Tone. Loads of junk to look through. These are indoor fireworks. I really wanted to take some of these home. Izzy wouldn't let me. By 2 o'clock in the morning, we decided it was time to get back to the hotel.
We just picked up an interesting drink on the walk back to our hotel room. Let me just turn the camera and show you what it looks like. It is called Coolish, and it is liquid ice cream, and it's absolutely delicious. What's this again?
Zero Cola.
Wilkinson's Zero Cola. It is clear.
Made by Asahi. You ready?
Yeah.
It's not very cokey. It's like sparkling water with a hint of Coke.
Delicious.
Today we are in Nakano Broadway. This is the home of loads of collectors' shops. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is like an ordinary local shopping centre. Kind of bargain basement, bargain shops, low rent, kind of a market vibe. And we're thinking, well, where are all the collectibles? We've heard big things about Nakano Broadway, but you just have to keep walking. Eventually you end up in this warren of tiny collector shops full of everything you've ever dreamt of. But first we had to get some breakfast. Yes, KFC for breakfast, get over yourselves. It's again like McDonald's. It is so much fresher and lovelier. And this breakfast meal includes an American-style biscuit and some maple syrup to pour on it. Got a nice chicken burger and some very lovely fresh chips that are actually hot. And look, a lovely lemon slushy to go with it. Perfect. Now, before we get to the collector's shops, we did go into this. This is a Japanese pet shop, and I know it feels weird because we don't sell cats and dogs in glass cabinets like this, but it's kind of adorable, kind of heartbreaking. Yeah, I still feel sad watching this. Now, with 4 floors of collectible shops, these are tiny shops run by individual traders. They do not like you filming in there, so a lot of this is done on my phone. And this one just gives you an idea of how full these shops are. I mean, that is image overload. I can't see. Now, what I'm hoping for is that this part of the video, this part of this episode, gives you some idea of the sense of scale. Collecting in Japan is like collecting nowhere else. Now, admittedly, I filmed this in a bit of a rush, quite covert filming, so it's a bit fast. I'm going to pause it if I see something interesting to talk about. Bear with me. Let's pause now. So these are gachapon prizes, but they are little tiny models of vintage consoles. We've got the Mega Drive 1, Mega Drive 2, and actually there's a PS5, PS4 there, little Famicom cartridges. Now these are more gachapon prizes, but don't they look good when you put all the Nintendo stuff together? Lots of game related characters here. Is that a Mega Man there? Is that Cuphead? I can see Cuphead at the bottom. Lots more game related stuff. There's Dragon Quest stuff, Dragon Quest monsters there. Pokemon, of course, loads of Pokemon. Kirby's. There are loads of Pokemon minifigures and collectibles. I mean, there's shelves and shelves and shelves of different things you've never seen before. And a lot of these too big to be gachapon. These must be just little saleable figures. Now, I do hope that you like toys as much as I do. There are so many retro toys. This is all Godzilla stuff. This is an evil McDonald's man as he's around. Ratfink character. There's a lot of those around. Some very creepy monster looking things in here. Some weird Tom and Jerry's there. Furbies. Now, you know about Furbies. Look at this huge array of collectible Furbies. An ET shelf. Oh, and Gremlins, of course. It's past 9, don't feed them. And we've got Daffy, George and Lenny the Mogwais. Nice bunch of lads. You get loads of Gremlins stuff. It's funny how many Western franchises are also just as huge in Japan. Oh, here we have another one, Sesame Street and Garfield, an American comic strip and series. Do you remember having one of them Garfield stuck on your window? Anyway, more Gremlin stuff. Let's pause for a price. Yes, that's not bad, is it? It's only 1,000 made. Oh, I quite fancy that. Was that a Christmas themed stripe? Oh, I want that.
Hey, Willie!
Now you see that plastic dog on the right? That brought back some memories I'd forgotten all about, Benji. Now there's some proper vintage 50s and 60s toys amongst this stuff. Ah, California raisins. Nice. Casper the Ghost. And what about these rare bubble bath bottles? And I've never seen these Kinder toys before. Now, one of the great things about the Nakano area is specialist shops like this, a Gundam speciality shop. All it sells is Gundam robot stuff. Yeah, amazing. I mean, without doubt the biggest mech franchise, giant walking robots in Japan. And this look inside the shop. It's packed. M&M's, yeah. Popeye, loads of it. Snoopy, they love Snoopy in Japan, they still love it. Now these plushies are from Pui Pui Molcar, you can still watch that on Netflix. Now this shop is full of really lovely 70s and 80s toys. Some of the boxes look far more exciting than the things inside them, I'd say. Like this incredible gun. I don't know who this guy is, but he's called Freud and I want him. And does this guy look a bit like Matt Lucas? Indiana Jones stuff, yeah, loads. Back to the Future stuff, even better. And don't worry, there are, as expected, plenty of Nintendo character figures, game-related models and action figures, just like these. Look, Mario Overload or what? Look at that Metroid. I love that Metroid there. Look at this big guy. More Dragon Quest stuff. The Japanese still obsessed with Dragon Quest. Zelda on the Famicom, yes, some proper game stuff. Mario Brothers 3 there. And look at this box set with a load of metal badges. Wow, never seen that before. Now these are the original 1980s Donkey Kong plushies. Aren't they beautiful? They're like new. A few Tamagotchis there. And there, look, Cubert. Isn't he gorgeous? I wish I'd bought him. That golden banana is actually a Club Nintendo prize. You didn't have to win anything to get that. Pac-Man, of course. Five Nights at Freddy's board game. Look at that Street Fighter character. Loads more Pac-Man stuff, including this ghost and this inflatable ball. Who is that orange guy? He looks a bit like Cubert too, but I don't think it is him. I can't think who he is. This is a freaky looking Mario, like someone impersonating Mario badly. Some Donkey Kong figures, very expensive I thought. This Pikmin set, very nice, but again, 42 quid. Now this is something really lovely. I only noticed this in the photos. It is a Donkey Kong treehouse toy, like those big treehouse toys you had when you was a kid, but Donkey Kong themed. Oh, I like it. I wish I bought that. And I wish I'd bought this Wario. He was only 8 quid. I think it's the tray. Loads of little Mario figures. Dragon Ball Genie. Goodies! Now there's plenty of stuff which is too hard to describe, like these jelly guys. I like them. I like them a lot, but I have no idea why. There's another freaky dude hiding in there. Look at him! 40 quid! Aliens! Not just Japanese stuff, this set's definitely American. Oh, from the film They Live, isn't that spooky? Some horror monsters, little guys. Some Silent Hill toys, sadly I didn't focus on them. Now how about the packaging on these? They take me back to the 70s, don't they you? And there's very similar packaging on these superhero toys. I would definitely have wanted those when I was a kid. Smurfs, you knew they had to be here. Now there is also tons of manga, we'll talk about that in a later episode. Tom and Jerry toys, loads of them. That is a bit expensive. These are Sharknadoes, do you remember those? Maybe your little sister had one. Wait for it, Mad Balls. Yes, Mad Balls, I only know them because of the Ocean game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, tons of them, all in their original sealed boxes, aren't they lovely? He-Man! Just more weird stuff. Lots of Disney stuff. I like these too, but ouch! They are a bit expensive. I remember these bears from TV. Oh, Playmobil, Simpsons, Mickey Mouse, Pink Panther. It's like playing memory bingo. I do love Chucky from Child's Play. Quite expensive in the box. Look at these dudes. You know where to come if you need psychedelic horror monsters. You keep finding caches of retro game stuff in amongst the other glass cabinets of toys. Not bad prices, really. I love these Japanese model trucks. Now this was an amazing shop. This is the Gallery of Hakaba, or the Haunted Gallery, and here we have some amazing horror manga pictures. They are by Junji Ito. He's a very famous horror manga painter. I thought I would be able to buy these when I got home because I loved them and I really wanted them, but you cannot buy these anywhere. I really wish I'd got something like this. Now, still in the world of creepy, I have to mention Mandarake. Isn't this the weirdest, creepiest shopfront you've ever seen? Mandarake is not Mandrake, owns so many shops within Nakano Broadway. They have 30 shops, all dealing in different things, manga, collectibles. Each one has its own theme. Reminds me of the old Notting Hill Gate days. A bunch of vintage shops all selling different things but owned by the same people. And with 300 shops there in total, it kind of works. But Mandarake has the rarest, most expensive things in its shops.
It's a nice shop.
I mean, really, it looks more like a museum than a shop. Everything. You can't believe these things are like, some of these are 60, 70 years old, but they are so pristine. They're like new. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And of course, when you get to tin robots like these, you know the prices are going to go crazy. And why do they all have such moody faces? These big boys are worth thousands. The frog one, just under £3,000. The boxes for these 1970s motorbike figures look so amazing. They could be done by AI, couldn't they? I know what you want to know, the prices. Izzy, where's my credit card? But this is the one. This is the big kahuna. This is 1.5 million yen. Yes, £8,169. I'd play with him in the bath.
Gachapon time.
Now this gachapon is a bit different. It is an X-rated gachapon. It is 1,000 yen for a small figure doing a sexy thing. Now, if you've got kids watching this, please turn them away for the next couple of seconds. Here it is. It's in a little plastic bag. Now this is called Erapon. It's like an erotic version of gachapon. Now it did originally come in a capsule, but I had to give the capsule back to the creepy man who ran the machine. Don't worry, this is not too offensive. They've got some very small plastic bosoms, okay? That's all you're going to see. It's not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now first we've got this accessory pack. Yes, so we've got that. Look at that. There's a little kettle, a candle, a stick. There's a stand, some sort of garment, and some sort of gallows. Some gallows. And also in the bag is the little lady herself, and here she is. It's rude, isn't it? It's very strange. A little bondage lady. I haven't taken her out. Shall I take her out of the packet? I'll take her out of the packet. Bear with me. And here she is, out of the wrappers. She's got, well, okay, we've got a bit of body and bosoms there. It's just weird, isn't it? A lady tied up. And I guess this piece of connects to the gallows if I opened it all up and made a little diorama standee of someone enjoying themselves being tied. I don't know, it looks like torture to me. What a strange gachapon. Back to the show. Now, before we leave Nakano Broadway, I'm pleased to tell you there is a dedicated retro gaming shop, Lashin Bang, and it's got loads of interesting stuff. They did not like me filming. They didn't want me to film at all in the shop, so this was all filmed in an extra sneaky way. Mario Picross there, not bad. Makai Tushi Saga, pristine copy. Now these are boxes only, no games in those, just the loose boxes. What about this? A bit of baseball for the Famicom Disk System. Taiko drum for the Wii, I wouldn't mind having that. Lots of fun, DJ Boy for the Sega Mega Drive, very nice copy. Loads of Famicom as you'd expect. What about Saturn Virtua Stick? That's very nice condition. Bonanza Brothers again on the Mega Drive. Gradius 5, PlayStation 2. Yeah, zoom in the price there. there's a nice Mystic Silver PSP at the top in the box. Loads of nice Famicom stuff. That one at the front there is Guevara, Guerrilla War. It's a bit like Metal Gear versus Commando, that kind of game. That MSX game is Mr. Do versus the Unicorns, very rare game. Classic original Famicom, nice condition, not yellow. Now this is a Famicom Twin. It looks like a golf game, but it's actually a boxed Famicom Twin, the sharp version of the Famicom Plus disc drive. PS2, Mega Drive, loads of really interesting games here. Ever wanted a Pikachu in a hoodie? Very cute. I have no idea what this is. I like this hairy guy though. Not too bad prices on these Game & Watches, but there's terrible screen burn on the helmet and the manhole. Now that Game Boy Metroid you can see, that works out 53 quid. Tired and exhausted after a long day at Nakano Boulevard, a good point to leave the show too. You think Japanese ghosts? Spooky.
Next time on Jace in Japan.
We're back on the trains to discover Tokyo's answer to Camden Town. Izzy tries to blend in with the locals. I get to hang out with the head of Namco's arcade division at a proper retro arcade and eat a chip very slowly.